Like, welcome back, everybody, to brand new episode of Lookout. Actually, episode 223, and this is the most anticipated episode of the year. It is officially our best and worst of anime and manga for 2025. It is a tradition we have handled for a number of years, and I'm excited every year to bring it back. Like, dude, this was the there you go. Who was that? Was that me?
That was me.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what?
Listen, people don't respect my recording time. Everybody,
of course.
Yeah,
you know what? A good reminder to put my stuff on D&D right now. With that said, best and worst of anime manga 2025, and of course, you got the three best hosts here to talk about it. I'm of course Meelz. I'm here to the left. Oh, it actually mirrored. Okay, to the left. But LJ, what's up? LJ, what's up?
I like to the right. When you point. You're pointing in the opposite direction of me.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so
right now.
Yeah, you point the other way than you're pointing
on my screen. On my screen,
on my screen. Now you're pointing to me.
Yeah. He's up there.
I'm telling you, I take a picture of it right now.
No, first of all, I love when we do video because we haven't done it in a while. I get to see it.
I'm gonna send y'all a picture because it's different on my screen, just so I don't look the fool. But if it shows up in post, like I'm crazy, just know I'm not. Because maybe I mirrored my screen.
I believe you. See, listen, one thing Meelz isn't gonna do is lie to me. No. Never.
Not on purpose. But, not anything hurtful.
Yeah. But no. What's up, guys?
End
of the year, I'm happy. Best and worst. One of my favorite episodes.
Absolutely, and I cannot get this wrong. Down here, there's none other than AD himself. AD, how's it been, man? You're officially. This is like the first one you're officially part of the pod, like a pod. Even though you've been doing this for the last number of years, like who the fuck, you know. But how does it feel, man?
There's a different energy. Because now I actually have to watch stuff on time. Typically, like Thanksgiving, I would be like, let me go ahead and binge everything now. Christmas, let me go ahead and binge everything now. Now it's like
this weekend, you would have been like, oh, my Hero's over. I could finally watch it.
Yep, exactly. You see the face.
That was actually the plan, though. That was the plan.
I've done a show with AD long enough to know what his watching and reading schedule is really like.
And I'm assuming One Piece, since they're going on their break, is it wrapping up soon? End of the year?
The anime?
Yeah, the anime.
They're stopping around like January, and then it's gonna come back to like
April. Okay, all right. They're on their own schedule. You know what I'm saying? I thought they ended up at the end of the year. Apparently, they're stopping in January. Nonetheless, that's going to be something that we talk about on our best and worst of anime and manga 2025. We got so much to talk about. We ain't got no time to waste. No time for stuff that's coming out, stuff that was things. We go talk about it all in this. No banter, but the banter is here. It's a bunch of anime. We talk about this stuff from 2025.
I mean, I'm saying though, but like, hey, listen, Knicks, come on.
So when this will come out, it'll be the day of the cup. So I'm just gonna say we won. We're winning.
We won. Hey,
listen, I hope y'all win.
We got our revenge for Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell. We beat the Spurs.
1999.
Yeah. We beat the Spurs. So
I think the Knicks have absolutely proven that they have a different gear when something is actually on the line, and it was no more proof than going up against the two Toronto, which is like they've never really competed for anything as a team collectively for a while, unless you've been on the Knicks, and then the Magic, who are tough but will constantly lose people to injury. So who knows? Spurs are tough. They beat the undefeated OKC, damn near undefeated OKC. That was kind of crazy, but Wemby is Wemby. So Wemby is
Wemby, but Shea also he was kind of stinking up the place a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Hey man, listen. Mitch, the Wemby stopper. That's what he is. That's what he gotta be.
He's on a minutes restriction.
Mitch, the Wemby stopper, man. He's like Shane
Wemby's on a minute. Wemby should be on a minutes restriction. Mitch isn't. More so, he is and he isn't. It's just like his minutes restriction is like less chances to get injured if we have him out there less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like hurting or anything like that. It's just like the opportunity for him to get injured just kind of the window grows smaller and smaller if he's out there less. But
the biggest thing is JB gotta get Luke Cornett in foul trouble and put Wimby out there regardless. Like that might be the play.
Don't they still got like Bismack Biyombo or some shit like that? They might still have that.
Biyombo still playing?
That's what I was about to say.
I think he is. Like he's not there. I felt like I saw him.
I feel that Biyombo was playing when I was still in high school. So
might be. Yo, he's 33 years old. Then. Isn't that crazy? No, he's 33 years old.
He's 33?
Bismack Biyombo. Mind you, he's NBA washed, but in real life, younger than me.
That's crazy to think, because he's looked 40 his entire career.
No, absolutely. But I mean, he probably gonna look 40 for the rest of his career at this point. Yeah, he's totally on the Spurs. Oh wait, no, I actually don't know if he's on the Spurs. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think he's on the Spurs.
Anime thought.
Yeah. Let's get into anime. Best and worst of 2025. I feel like what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through. I think we should go through because our best is insanely long and more than the worst. Thankfully, shout out to 2025. Something had to go right, and it was apparently anime and manga.
Back, baby.
And then we'll do the best, we'll do the worst, and then we'll go in that manga part. So hit everyone with the spoiler tags. We're gonna spoil it for you. Push him out of wheelchair out of the plane. If you saw the latest chapter of JJK, which is insane, by the way. I have to talk about that at some point. Like pushing someone in a wheelchair out of a moving plane.
No, that is actually.
I was just like, all right, we're doing a lot. Let's get into the best of anime. Where do we start here? Well, I think we're gonna start with the obvious, which is the most recent thing right now, the most talked about thing right now. If John Cena retired this weekend, but also it was the retirement of My Hero Academia and Deku. And the final season of My Hero Academia premiered, and it was, according to IMDb, it is one of the most critically acclaimed television seasons that's ever existed. I don't know if it's because of fandoms. I don't know if it's because of people genuinely love it. I don't know if it's the insatiable anime community, but it has been rated over 9.1 for every episode that has dropped, all 11 episodes that have dropped. I don't know if the OVA is coming. We'll see what happens. But My Hero Academia season 8, what makes it best of this year? Like what makes it awesome?
It is the finale. It's the conclusion to a long epic story, and it wraps everything up pretty nicely.
I think it's one thing that you constantly praise it about is that it is able to do this long form storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
And it just at the end it connect every dot. Every thread was just tied together in a beautiful, nice package. It looks like they just took so much care and intention with it. Like it was one of those, it was just one of those final seasons that was perfect. And also, we have to praise My Hero with their pacing and timing in terms of the manga and the anime.
The
manga ended last year.
Yeah.
The anime ended this year.
It's kind of crazy.
It is very crazy because you don't really see any other anime show that has this kind of like, hey, we're going to just stay on pace and like not get too far ahead to where we got to, create a bunch of filler, for the manga, for the manga to get, more ahead or anything like that. So
4 seasons just not coming out. I mean,
Bones really locked in for this.
What happened?
Bones was locked in for this.
No, they absolutely like this is their like. I feel like this was legit one of their cash cows because we've been waiting for. I mean, Demon Slayer has ended since 2020. Yeah. Chainsaw Man, the first part has ended in 2021, maybe, and we're waiting for the final part of Demon Slayer. We're waiting for actually season 2 of Chainsaw Man, if that'll even come. So they have definitely kept great paces. A lot of character stories wrapped up. A lot of it in terms of just how it was animated, in terms of how it was presented. I mean, it was A1 from day one. It was from the fight with All for One versus All Might, the rematch of the century, to Bakugo coming back and having that moment. Again, Bakugo has these moments. We talked about these moments. Not even Vegeta gets moments like this. You know what I'm saying? Like redemption arcs. The man who in season 3 thought that he was the reason why All Might lost his powers finally gets to redemption against the guy who kidnapped him and took All Might's thing. So many different stories kind of wrapped up. Shigaraki finally, I mean, he dies, but I mean, I guess he peacefully goes away. Lots of stories wrapped up, a lot of characters, things being resolved. It was just amazing fan service. This was an anime ending done right. And there haven't been, I'm not gonna say there haven't been a lot of anime endings done right, but there haven't been one where this series gone this long is so satisfying to the community that it's serving.
And you know what? It exposes everybody as a fraud because you go online and hear the MHA talk and it's this, is this, is that. But I mean, you look at the ratings and it's like, all right, well, it's
I
kind
almost
of
put manga fans as the worst on here because manga fans, I just think just in general, the way people consume manga and kind of write it off is a big detriment to the community. And thankfully MHA was able to kind of like stand pat, hold their ground and be able to produce this amazing season. But yeah, it was getting shitted on all last year. It told me he was a fry cook and worked at McDonald's and all types of other stuff. And then he pulled up in the whip. Teacher with the whip. Teachers can't really afford that on their salary.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, bro. Listen, I got a few teacher friends.
Amen.
Man, listen, they're not pulling up in that. I'll let y'all know that. I love them. But no, I think but no, My Hero, it is a generation defining, an era defining anime. And we finally saw it coming to an end, and the anime ended amazingly. There no 10 out of 10, no notes.
There you go.
It's gonna be crazy because y'all can definitely go back to past episodes and clip my slander and then put it over this. It's like when it's the Rick James
man should have died.
I ain't put my feet on Eddie Murphy's couch.
It just is what it is. People were in their fields, you know what I'm saying? But we here now, and it's been crowned, and I'm thoroughly satisfied. And I can't wait to watch it again, because that's what I'm going to do as soon as we wrap up with this. From the beginning. Let's get into, I don't know if you guys have the list pulled up in front of you.
Yes, I do.
But I want to pull up, so Jamal, pick one of your best that you kind of put down here and kind of like talk about it a little bit.
One of the best that I put down here. You know what? I'm gonna go with another layup. We're gonna ease into this. Anime movies in general this year.
Okay. Let's
Demon
talk about
Slayer, Chainsaw Man. It's not technically a movie, but the JJK special. Regardless of how you feel about it, and when I say you, I mean people who are listening. Anime movies have been killing it, and they've been great, and they've been great theater experiences. They've been killing the box office. They have been pushing the needle more and more of just like what an anime movie can be. We will most likely see if K-pop Demon Hunters didn't completely take over the world this year, we would have probably see an anime movie win Best Animated Movie at the Oscar.
It's not. I still think Demon Slayer has a chance. I mean, K-pop.
What K-pop Demon Hunters did this year.
I know it's got the number one song in the country. It's got the number one song on Netflix.
Listen, man, K-pop Demon Hunters had every human being in the world in a chokehold for a little bit. But no, I think just
K-pop.
Where anime movies are, where anime's movies did this year, like it was just amazing. Demon Slayer lived up to the hype. I mean, granted, it was a little long, but it lived up to the hype.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
What was your favorite part of the movie? We can talk about it. What's your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of the movie?
Yeah, Demon Slayer.
The hug. The hug heard around the world.
There you go. There it is. That's what made it Oscar nominated. AD, do you have a favorite part from the movie?
Between that and then the fireworks of the flashback.
Wow, you guys are sappy guys, man.
Listen,
it wasn't just Zenitsu, killing this guy or well, you mean the hug of the
when Domon hugged old girl and you heard then old girl comes in and sees it. It's like
no.
But it's like even that, like Chainsaw Man was amazing.
Chainsaw Man was great,
beautiful. It was an amazing movie,
and it's out on digital right now, so you can kind of watch it at home. You could purchase it on digital or purchase it or however you purchase it, and watch it at home right now. So that's even better. You know what I'm saying?
We on that physical media. We about to.
Oh yeah. With the way the world's going, definitely get that physical. You know what I'm saying? That digital. But no, I think when you talk about anime movies this year, I mean, cleaning up at the box office, Demon Slayer is probably one of the top 10 highest grossing movies of the year across the world, just in general. It is the highest grossing movie in Japan, in Japan history, and it'll probably end up being usurped by the second part of this. Demon Slayer, when it's a year when Demon Slayer come out, anime is probably going to have a banner year because it just moves units like it just does. It is nuts the way everyone kind of, and people who aren't familiar with anime, you kind of like, oh, what's Demon Slayer did this? I mean, it broke Pokemon the first movie's record that was held for 25 years. So it did some things this year, and yeah, it was special. Chainsaw Man, the movie was special. JJK in theaters again, 10 million in its first week. 10 million for according to the internet, 90% of old footage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I don't even want to get into that discourse.
Damn, I can't believe I went to a movie and they just showed me old shit. Not the best readers, but here we are.
Anime fans comprehension, worst stuff.
Yeah, it might be. We might have to add it in there. But it's been a great year for movies. AD, pick some. Do you have the list in front of you? Pick some from the list. Let's talk about it.
I was gonna say the anime cross collaborations. So like we had the MLB with the whole Demon Slayer Ufotable trailer from earlier this year for a baseball season. They had a lot of teams that had anime nights. So the Rangers had JJK night. I think the Dodgers had One Piece. It was just a lot of different things. We had the Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max cross collaboration. It was a lot of different cross promotion into different things this year. And I really dig the fact that like we're finally getting out there in other spaces.
I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max collab just in general. I thought that was one. I didn't think it would catch on the way it caught on because it's actually very, very like niche when you think about it, right? Like,
oh, absolutely.
It comes really from the manga, so you really got to know. Like, you don't really see Joey wearing the Air Max in the anime. It's really more so in the manga, but that was a collaboration for if you know, and if you didn't know, people found out because people went to go purchase this. That was a great collaboration in terms of like, just because like. There's not a lot of good anime sneakers, just in general.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. I feel this year was the first year they really got it right on all ends, and even in terms of like collaboration merch or anything. Like a lot of it, I think a lot of it leans too much into this is an anime collab.
Yeah.
It leans so hard into like this is for the anime fan. I think this year they kind of lean more into like, okay, yeah, we're collaborating with anime thing, but it's just like this is still a sneakerhead thing, or this is still a sneaker thing, or this is still a MLB. MLB socials went crazy this year in general, but like they really killed it with the anime. They really killed it with the anime collabs this year, from socials to the nights to the themes to the merch, the exclusive stuff. It was it was good. It was fun stuff. It was some stuff I was mad I missed out on. I was just like,
I think a lot of especially even just because One Piece is great at the collab at this point. Like they understand
One
the
Piece,
collab.
Legos. They had collab with the Lakers. It was like a whole bunch of different stuff.
And it's just gonna be crazier next year. Like when the actual live action comes out, it's gonna be bananas next year because Netflix is going to pretty much what they did because of how popular the first season was. I'm sure by the second season, which comes out, I believe March 10th, 13th.
Yeah.
In 2026. I'm sure by then you'll have One Piece on everything. And it'll coincide with a lot and it'll do a lot. So just the collaborations. I mean, I love a good collaboration. I love it when it makes sense. And this year, anime just made, and it didn't feel, the best part about it is it didn't feel corny. Because typically anime is put in that box of like, it's for nerds, it's corny, let's do that. It didn't feel that at any point. People are really tapped in, and it's become one of the most profitable mediums that you can kind of tap into from a branding standpoint. So shout out to anime. I'm going to go pick. This was not a popular pick among the people who listen to the podcast because it, it's a free run supremacy, apparently. But Solo Leveling Season 2, I'm putting in the best of anime of 2025. Aura was back. And it was back in a big, big way with this man, Sung Jin Woo. You know what I'm saying? The year started off with one of the most viewed anime on Crunchyroll ever. And that was Solo Leveling. And people still can't kind of explain it, but it's probably because the concept is incredibly simple. But I think when I revisited it, so we did the initial season for Summer Kame House this year. And then I actually revisited the second season because I actually enjoyed watching the first season over so much that I went and watched back the second season. I was like, damn, this is it got a little bit, don't get me wrong, it's still very surface level. This thing is undefeated, plus 99, OP and OP, add a P to the OP. You know what I'm saying? But I think how they managed to open up the world a little bit and kind of explore a little bit with different things really took the series a little bit to the next level. I'm not saying they took it to the next level, but I still think it made it for an enjoyable experience for Solo Leveling. I'm a fan of it. I don't think, I think there is a beauty, even though it's not the most intricate plot, I think there's a beauty in like them doing what they did extremely well. And it just did what it did, man. I was incredibly happy with Solo Leveling Season 2. I'm not sure if you guys enjoyed it.
I mean,
it was a long time ago. It was like in March. It ended in March. Like, so if you haven't seen it,
sometimes copying people's homework, it works out for the best for yourself, man. Sometimes when you look over to the test, you may be like, you know what, they actually got that one wrong. Let me actually know that one.
That's crazy. Shade.
I think I have my gripes. I've been all season, all year we've talked about Solo Leveling, this and that. I believe that, though, I agree with you in terms of Solo Leveling found what works for them, and they made it work, and they made it work to the to the highest level.
Absolutely.
I think we have peaked aura farming in anime. But
they said wait for season 3.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like psych.
80s, like I read it. I don't know if it happens.
And but no, I think though that Solo Leveling, regardless of how I may feel about it personally, once again, another anime that has really connected with the community, an anime that has brought in new fans, an anime that has been literally the focal point of a lot of conversations this year. Like, I can't take that away from it. I can't take away from the success. I can't take away from the fact of like, I just it did its thing this year. I gotta at least acknowledge that. Like, he's probably one of the most popular characters right now. a very entryway cosplay for a lot of people. So,
Hey man, very every
so,
man. I wouldn't recognize you if you dressed up like the nigga.
you
It's
know,
crazy because this man got a game out now. Like he has like a game out on Xbox.
Oh really?
yeah. See, man, listen. I mean, solo leveling did his thing. I
Come
think
on,
that
man.
and
Let me look it up. Oh,
I
Solo
think
leveling Overdrive.
Overdrive. Okay.
what's the reviews on that?
Man, probably. Let's see if it's ass. Hold on. Let me see the reviews on this. One thing we forgot to put down. Speaking of games, AD, we gotta talk about it. Digimon.
I haven't
Time
played
Stranger.
it.
You haven't played it? Wow.
I've been playing. I've been playing Cyber Sleuth because it's a whole chain of games or whatever like that.
Okay,
So I played the one before this one. So.
Digimon Time Stranger. Digimon Story Time Stranger has been so well reviewed from the people that I know and love who have played this game and continuing to play this game. And it seems like the success of this game seems to be a great breath of fresh air, especially in this world where Pokemon takes over everything and drops apparently shitty games, especially this year. But Digimon Time Stranger kind of really getting people back into Digimon a little bit, like a little bit of excitement for it. I mean, it's been over 25 years since the first season dropped. It's been the number since it was really at its peak of popularity. And these IPs are still precious. Like we talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh thing that happened 25 years ago. Digimon also had like a resurgence this year through this video game. So people are excited. The DLC just dropped.
I've been watching Digimon Beat Break. That's actually been pretty fun to watch.
Okay. See, look, and you got 80 watching Beat Break.
It's good. Like
I'm watching Beat. I've done my time. I watched Digimon Adventure 2020. I've done my time. I'm good.
I mean, even going
this
back
is different. This is
Digimon was hilarious. I loved it this year.
Oh yeah, we did Digimon this year. It was an adventure. I revisited. Listen, us reviewing Yu-Gi-Oh this year, I think was actually a big deal. Cause
I listen to those episodes all the time. By the way,
oh man,
you watching it for the first time. I'm pointing the direction that it shows me. You watching it for the first time to me and realizing how dumb this show is, but how popular this series was to me is amazing. And some things don't hit in your adulthood, but if it's dumb enough, it will last forever.
Listen, there's nothing more I love than something so stupid that it's enjoyable. Yeah, and that's what Yu-Gi-Oh was for me this year. It was so stupid. I mean, Digimon hit that scratch that itch too. I was like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, the dub is kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts.
No, it's super wild. But no, I think that we see that with a few series this year where they like you said, they find that resurgence. They find that thing that maybe they needed to get them back in the conversation, get them back in the atmosphere. I haven't played the game, but I've seen so many people talk about it and talk about how much fun it is, how much they love it, like how great it is, how like it just took over everything else that they were playing at the time. So like Digimon had to come back. Is that our comeback player of the year? Like
it might be. I mean,
I'll be locked in.
Well, let me know how it goes. I'm still a little tepid to put it because Digimon does a thing where it's cool and then it's just like, this is whack again. But Time Stranger seems to have bucked that trend. So shout out to Time Stranger, Digimon Time Stranger, the movie. Not the movie, the game. Clearly better than Pokemon Legends EA. For sure. I want to also go into a few. I want to knock out a couple, and then I'll send it over to you guys as well. I thought Kaiju number 8 season 2 it locked me in. At first, I forgot it happened.
I forgot it happened too.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When we were doing Summer at Kame House, when we were doing all those kind of episodes, and I was trying to follow the weekly shows, even though Summer 2025 had a lot of great anime, just in general. It's for summer, a lot of great anime. I completely forgot a lot of them existed. And Kaiju number 8 was probably number 1. I was like, oh, when I looked, I saw the last episode I saw was episode 2, and by then it had reached episode 10 already. I was like, oh, I have not watched this at all. It was an amazing binge. And I have to say, whoever is in charge of the sound on that, when shit blow up, my house blow up. That's how it feels when anything is in this show. I cannot play this at a certain volume because then people will be at my door like, yo, is everything all right in there? Kaiju number 8, I mean, it continues to expand in terms of like, you know what I'm saying? The oh my God, what are they called? When the different sections of the stuff. What was it? Huh?
Arcs?
No, not arcs. I mean, the arc was great. But they sent old boy to another. Oh my God, I forgot what.
Force. Like
yeah. One, it was essentially another force, and the struggle of, I mean, Kaiju number 9 kind of taking over the former captain, and them having to deal with that. But then also like Kaiju number 9 saying, "All right, it's up. We got what we needed. It's time to strike," and suddenly putting the entire, I guess, Japan, because it's the only place where this shit would happen. Putting them in peril, I thought raise the stakes, raise the intensity, raise the quality of the show. It feels like a genuine, great, like action, sci-fi, X-Files, Tom Clancy's, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It feels like on that level, like a show that they would put on like Paramount Plus or some bullshit like that. It feels like one of those shows that people should get into. I'm continuously recommending. I was like, yo, if you watch season 1, make sure you watch season 2, because season 2 is actually a really, really good binge. Easy binge too.
And it follows the same thing that we just praised MHA about, of pacing with the manga.
Yeah.
It's already looking like season 3 might be the final season.
Hey man, wrap it up.
You know, like, you know, and Kaiju number 8 ended this year, manga, right?
Last year. Yeah, it did. It's on the list.
Yeah, this year.
On the list somewhere. It's on the list somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, me and AD, I was like, me and AD covered it. It was that last, but man, it's been a long year. But no, like the pacing of it works. I think we're just reaching the era of anime fans. We're just like, man, give us a story. Like, I ain't trying to wait 1,000 years for everything, bro. Like,
there you go.
Give me the shit, and let's get through it. Season 2 was really like great, fun, animated beautifully. Like you said, if you had a sound system and you watched that show, your house was probably shaking.
It's crazy.
It was a very, very strong season 2 for sure. Something I think that flew a little too under the radar for how good it was.
I think so as well. It's because summer was incredibly packed. Like summer was kind of nuts.
Summer was OD. I think there's a couple things that were definitely not as good that were getting too much shine this year.
Absolutely. I will also give props to Dr. Stone's Stone World season. We are approaching the final season of Dr. Stone. To be honest with you, I have not said, let me start over Dr. Stone. I don't think it's gonna happen. But it's kind of long and educational. But this season was good. Specifically, don't do that, man. Specifically, the episode where everyone gets petrified, and old girl, I forgot her name now, little melon head. That's what I call her. Hold on.
I keep wanting to say like Shizuka.
Suika. Yeah, there you go. Suki. Suki. Her having to kind of restore humanity and take everything that she learned over the last like 4 seasons to be able to be like, yo, I got to do this, doing trial and error. And it wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe I sprung upon it. It took her years. It took her 6 years to be able to unpetrify folks again. And I thought that was an amazing touch. It was incredibly touching, incredibly amazing episode. I thought it was just like, it felt like peak Doctor, to me, that this is the peak of Dr. Stone. And next year will be this series will end, the anime will end at least, and there'll probably be a conversation to be had. Not really a long one because I don't think it's in anyone's top 50. I don't even think it's in anyone's top 100. But
Yeah.
never mind.
I'll raise my hand for that one.
Top 50
Top 25, maybe
of all
Ooh.
time.
at least for like manga.
Dr. Stone.
Yeah,
Now you saying your favorite or the best?
favorite.
Okay, all right, favorite. I'll rock with you. Favorite subjective.
6, 7, 6, 7.
I'm trying to think. Where would I put Dr. Stone? I mean, I enjoyed the read. I mean, it's a better read than watch. Reading, you feel like oh my God, it's a book. Like it feels like right. You know what I'm saying?
But like they draw everything out.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying? But
if I want to read a novel, I got plenty of authors that can give me that same energy.
Moving on from that, I
Out
want to
catchphrases.
highlight my best of anime. This one episode of Spy Family that has left me chuckling for weeks. So much that I could not actually get past it. And I probably watched that part of the episode 3 times before I moved to the next episode. Mind you, it starts the bus hijacking arc, which is a pivotal arc of season 3, where someone tries to kidnap kids on a bus. You know what I'm saying? There's this part of the episode with this doctor, this hating ass doctor who's hating on Lloyd. And he is trying to do everything. He's trying to get Lloyd locked up, but they don't know that Lloyd's homies is actually the people and they turn it on him. But the voice actor, who is the voice actor for Whis in Dragon Ball Super, he knocked this shit out of the park. I am crying every time I watch this part. It is one of the best, I think, voice acting in terms of like, it reminded me of voice acting as a kid because he legitimately put mad character and effort and acting into this. It wasn't like too cool for school, which I'll get into with another anime that ends up on my worst. Because I think the voice acting doesn't tell the story enough. And I think it happens with a lot, to be honest with you. You even look at Solo Leveling, it's like, yeah, man, like, bleh. But he knocked it out the park. So that one episode of Spy Family, I believe it is. I'm trying to look up that episode. I'm naming for you right now because I didn't actually get past it. I didn't actually get through the arc until like 2 weeks later. It is season 3, episode 43, as a label on Crunchyroll, White Jealousy. It is hilarious. So shout out to Spy Family for making me laugh and continuing to be that wholesome anime manga that you got to read every now and then. Anything from the we have a couple more on our best. Who wants to take season 2 of this particular anime? Apothecary Diaries.
Big Apothecary Diaries, man. Listen, bro.
Talk about it.
One of the best.
I haven't seen season 1, so I'm here.
Man, you gotta watch season 1.
I'm waiting for.
Oh, listen, I watched Apothecary Diaries for the simple fact I was just like, listen, man, I hear everybody talking about it, like what this really about.
Right.
And I watched it, and it was completely different than what I was expecting it to be. Obviously, got that hidden love, romance, tension that we all love and enjoy in a anime.
Sure.
But no, it's actually feels more like mystery, like crime mystery. It gets a little like there's a little thriller in there. It's a little suspense. No, I mean there's a lot of dynamics in it that storytelling wise, I was like, oh wow, this is definitely scratching an itch that I love. It's beautiful, animated. It just tells a great story. You fall in love with the characters. There's actually plenty of characters that you kind of start enjoying. There's characters that surprise you. There's things that surprise you. But I think season 2 really knocked it out the park for me this year.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna try to say it like this, Meelz. Imagine if Senku was a detective.
Senku was a detective. Senku from Dr. Stone.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the
All right.
main character is the kind of person who like she's a doctor. She is initially credited as like um a servant of an emperor in ancient China or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she eventually, because of her curiosity and like her knowledge of medicines and everything like that, she eventually gets involved in like solving crimes of people trying to poison the emperor or any of the concubines or anything like that. So that's how she ends up getting this detective moniker, and they kind of like license her out to go solve these different crimes about who is doing what in the nation. So it's like that's the mystery part of it, and with that, it's like so much different aspects to like the people who are involved, what their relationship to the family is, like things that are happening across the nation, like people smuggling things back and forth, how they're getting across the lines, who is doing what from like episode 3, the relationship that could be involved with the main character. It's so much stuff that goes on with it. Like
I mean, I'm a tap in for sure. Like,
yeah, but no,
I've been waiting for us to wrap up everything that we're doing, which is this episode. So I'm absolutely tapping in. I thoroughly enjoyed, but even when we finished Summer Coming House, I thoroughly enjoyed tapping into mad different anime all at once. Like I get what you mean, AD. Like the binge is real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely tap in. If you guys are saying it's the best of 2025, I'm absolutely tap in. And is season 3 announced, or we just?
I think it was announced, but it's not coming out for a while.
Okay, all right. Well, we can't always be My Hero Academia. Who put down Dandadan?
That was me.
All right, Dandadan, another one, bro.
I don't get it
this year.
Listen, man, it's just a continuation, bro. Like
what is it about? Like
it's about everything, bro.
Okay, all right.
What is any of this about? Meelz, what are we really? What are we all? It's the show
I've heard
about
it's love
nothing and the show about
I heard it's about spirits. I've heard it's about things. I watched the episodes.
Aliens, like, bro.
Is this Adult Swim? Like, is this Robot Chicken?
It is a very Adult Swim kind of show. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels like one of those. But also at the same time, it's just the main plot continues to progress forward because season 1 ended on the cliffhanger of the evil eye spirit and one of the past crushes of Momo. I don't know if you can hear that in the background.
No, go ahead.
Momo's past crushes comes up, who made fun of her when they were kids or whatever, comes back into the picture, and so Okarun is trying to come back with like, oh, this is the past lover. I gotta show I really care for Momo. It's like them understanding their feelings for each other and just developing that relationship a little bit more than where they were in season 1. All coming up to the Evil Eye versus Okarun fight. The animation is crazy. Going into the exorcism, the Rockstar exorcism. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going. They end up with a whole kaiju mecha battle. Like it's just so much shenanigans. The thing about Dandadan that's really what's good about it is the fact that like it's the every genre type of show. It is a whole at its core. It's just a simple, wholesome, romantic like rom-com type of story. But it has a way to bring in all different types of genres from different anime, mecha, spirit, sci-fi, supernatural. There's an isekai moment that we'll get to down the line. Like it's so many different things all at once, and it somehow is able to seamlessly weave it all into the narrative.
I mean, the folks love Dandadan. Like when I went to Anime NYC, it was what's my man's name? Main character, glasses. Okarun. Lots of him around. A lot of it. Like a lot. Oh. People love Dandadan. They get it. I'm trying to get it, man. I watched everything and I'm still like,
you just gotta it's no like narrative, like you don't have
feel it. Yeah, it's not, it hasn't grabbed me. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't done that yet. It hasn't said like, yo, I got you.
It's even clever with like the way they use the music. Like they brought in Beethoven stuff, and it's like
my favorite part is the production of the show. I think the colors are the color scheme of the show, the color palette of the show, the color grading of the show is one of the most beautiful, vibrant ways to present anime. Like it is perfect from the way they do the animation to the way they do their fights, to the way they do their spiritual encounters. Everything looks completely original, different, one of one. So I think from bringing in the spirit of Dandadan, they have managed to capture that in this anime, and I think that's for me. It's definitely one of the best of the year. I just can't say I'm into. I'm trying to get into it. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch season 3. Um, but you know, I'm tying in. Speaking of Netflix anime, Sakamoto Days. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago, but it's definitely on the best of.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
this is
for
what we
sure.
this is what we waited for.
Netflix in general this year smoke shit.
The animation could have been better, as we've talked about,
but it
but
did get
overall,
better.
it did get better. But
I don't.
overall, the show is
Are we
show's a valid salad.
animation spoiled,
I think you have
or is there
to.
just the standard that high now?
The standard is that high now. The
I
standard has
think for
changed.
things that we watching or read from Shonen Jump, the standard is a little bit higher than other shows.
The standard when you are highly anticipating something, that we are going to see how the standard has changed by seeing something that has completely failed the standard, and we're going to talk about that in the next couple minutes or so. But the standard is different, so it needs to be able to present it that way. I have confidence because, to be honest with you, this is the only critique about season 1. I feel strongly. I have no hint or nothing in it. I feel strongly we will not be having this conversation with season 2, and I hope I am not wrong. But we shall see. Takopi's Original Sin. What is this? I haven't watched it.
Man, listen. LJ always gets me
That's
about.
There.
He always gets me whenever I bring this up, man. He's like, you're a sick man. You're a sick nigga. Why is this here? But it's just a very wholesome story, dog. It's 6
It's
episodes.
not wholesome. This is no. We have to look up the definition of wholesome. This is not wholesome. This is heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, but it ends up being wholesome. It is one of those things because it's all the main theme is like adults are terrible. Like adults put their kids through so much traumatic shit that they go through when it comes to like school or whatever like that. The main character's name is Takapi. He comes from a different planet. He's an octopus or an octopus alien. He comes from a different planet, lands on Earth, and his whole mission is to make the people around him happy. He comes in contact with this young girl named Shizuka, who's in like the 1st grade or whatever like that, but she's getting bullied at school, whole bunch of stuff going on with her. You see her like just beat up, dirty clothes, whatever like that. And Takapi is trying to like make her smile or whatever. Fast forward to the end of the episode, he introduces like a whole bunch of different gadgets to like try to make her happy. There's this ribbon that like makes you bond with someone else if you tie it on another person or whatever like that. Fast forward to the end, he uses that to commit suicide. Like heartbreaking. Like damn. Like glad shatter, everything crazy.
Oh yeah, wholesome.
I'm waiting for the wholesome part. Yeah.
Takapi spends the entire series trying to redo time. He has a gadget that allows him to go back in time to try to stop her from doing that. And it's just about like trying to figure out what is happening with her that is making her do this. And you see like her bully is also going through some traumatic stuff at home because her father is sleeping with Shizuka's mom or whatever. And it's like just a bunch of different stuff going on. And it's like, damn. These kids are really going through it because these parents are going through it. But towards the end of the series, you see that like with Takapi trying to work so hard to get them to work together and like understand one another, that it's not their faults for the things that are happening in like their parents' lives. They actually do end up becoming friends down the line. They actually like go to high school together. They like really think about all the stuff that happened to them as kids, and they're like, this was some crazy shit.
This was so I was planning on starting it this week until I saw the runtime for the episodes. And I was like, oh, I have no time for this.
No, the first episode is like 50 minutes, but the rest of them are like short. It's only 6 episodes.
Oh damn. All right, damn. See, it took me out initially. I was like, oh, all these episodes be this long. Was it HBO? What are we
Yeah,
talking here?
no, no.
Euphoria. So I will definitely check it out then.
Yeah, it may end up on someone's. It may end up on Crunchyroll's Anime of the Year next year.
Amen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised. 80, talk about Amazon anime.
Oh, this was actually kind of dope, just because it is also in the worst. But but it's just kind of cool to see Amazon like license out different anime. They got Sanda on their docket. They got Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. They got Tatsuki Fujimoto's like whole anthology from before Chainsaw Man all on there. It's just the fact that like they're actually trying to throw their hat in like exclusive anime and get
Everybody want to do it now. Everybody want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I like the route they're taking with it though. They're not going full blown like let's get the most obviously Fujimoto shit's popular, but it's just more so like they're feeling a little bit more niche of like, all right, we can get some of the artsy fartsy stuff.
They got Look Back on there, like
let's get some of the artsy fartsy stuff. Let's get some of the
How can we get them to rework The Promised Neverland? You know what I'm saying? Like let's really see where their money lies. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think Big Bezos and them over there really. I mean, they got too much other stuff going on for Amazon.
Don't let Apple. Apple about to get on their Amazon, their anime stuff.
If I see Apple TV with exclusive anime, bro, I'm tapping out. I'm sorry,
hey, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Don't let them do it. One of our final bests thus far, and if it didn't land on the best, it's not that we didn't think it was the best. It's just that you may have forgot or you didn't watch it. The ending of Dragon Ball Daima. A lot of people forgot that Dragon Ball Daima ended this year because it ended pretty much in February. That shit was nuts.
Oh no, Big Daima went stupid.
It went from great. Slice of life. It was like, oh, it's like Dragon Ball, kind of, to like Goku's ripping off his shirt and turning Super Saiyan 4. You know what I'm saying?
This is what the people came to see.
This is what the people came to see. They're like, oh, it's like kids. It's like Dragon Ball and everyone's a kid. And then suddenly last episode is like, actually, no, the villain is OP. Goku's OP. Vegeta has turned Super Saiyan 3. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a new form. You know what I'm saying? We got new toys. We're incorporated into the games. You ain't think we had DLC ready, did you? Well, yeah, we got that shit ready too, motherfucker. Dragon Ball Daima turned the hell up this year. And, I miss Dragon Ball. I miss Dragon Ball right now. I want more Daima. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a season 2 of Daima, low-key. I just don't do it. But I want more Dragon Ball. And yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Do you want more of the filling out the timeline Dragon Ball, or do you want more new Dragon Ball?
I want Super. One of the worst by far, obviously. One Punch Man season 3, one of the worst anime to apparently ever exist, to ever touch screens or mankind or anything of the rather. Just based on terrible animation, just terrible everything of the rather. So we got that. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on One Punch Man season 3.
Oh, it sucked. And I said, you know what? I'm sure there's a clip somewhere where I said it was gonna suck already. I feel like Nostradamus. This anime was born to fail.
There you go.
It was doomed from the beginning.
When we talk about the standard of how quality is kept, this being so far below the standard essentially ruined this series.
But also, is this going to be a thing in 5 years? Maybe, let's say 5.
What do you mean? Like One Punch Man?
Yeah, One Punch Man. One Punch Man season 3. There's gonna be a thing in 5 years, maybe even 10. We're like, this is so dumb. As we just said and talked about with Yu-Gi-Oh. This is so stupid. It's so dumb. It's actually pretty enjoyable.
I think niggas wrote off 7 Deadly Sins for this reason, right? Of it looking absolutely fucking terrible.
No,
not that I've
Seven
watched them.
Deadly Sins is actually just weak as hell too.
Okay, well, all right. Well, it just what it is. Who put everything getting green lit was a worse?
Oh, me. That was me.
Okay, talk about it.
We got too much shit green lit, bro. Like, there's some shit we did not need to green like this.
You just looking at accounts on your YouTube thing, and it's like, what?
Everything.
That's getting an anime?
Yeah, you know, like it was just too many things. You know, don't ask me for specifics. Don't ask me for what specific anime because every manga is getting greenlit. Everything is getting greenlit.
Every light
There's
novel
shit.
already gets greenlit, like to isekai hell, bro. Like,
Bro, listen, it is everything is getting greenlit now, and I'm just like, hey, okay, like at some point we have to have, there has to be a filter. We have to filter some of this shit.
Absolutely.
Because things like Togen Ankai, am I saying it right?
oh, Anki,
Togen, like that shouldn't have been greenlit, bro. That shit was ass.
Very true.
I tried 4 times to watch it, fell asleep every time.
Too much getting greenlit. Amazon dubs. Who put that down?
that was me.
Okay, Amazon dubs. Talk about it. What
We
makes
talked
it terrible?
Part about it. We talked part about it last week. But pretty much them doing the AI dubbing of stuff, especially stuff that already has dubs. Like, come on now. Why are you using? You're a multi-billion-dollar company, and you're telling me that you would use your technology for this rather than hiring people to actually put the emotions behind the voices and everything like that. Dog, come on now. AI is getting out of hand.
It's
Big
getting too much,
pesos,
bro.
baby.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, cut that shit out, bro. Hire voice actors. We'll boycott your anime. Don't let me find out in the next Demon Slayer movie anyone is AI. Just don't let me find out.
I don't need to see Tatsuki Fujimoto's stuff getting ruined by AI, bro. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact. 2 ones I have from anime conventions. I have anime conventions selling swords, but you can't take it on planes.
That's always been funny to me.
That is absolutely hilarious.
It's just say you're gonna ship it to me. Like, we can display the swords and be like, actually, is there an option to ship it to me? I don't live here. Yes, we actually do. Come sign up on blah 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 blah, and you can order it here. And be like, oh, okay, bet. Then they'll ship it to me, and you get it. You'll get it by the time you get home. It'll be home with you. But the idea
saw
that
too many of those thrown away when I went out to DreamCon at the airport. Just like,
are we talking the plastic cosplay swords?
Any type of cosplay weapon whatsoever was thrown away at the airport because you can't take it on the plane. Like, and people didn't think to bring bags, nothing. They were just like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna have to carry on. Or you can't carry that shit on. Like,
can't carry that shit on a plane, bro. What do you look like carrying? You're not Sung Jin Woo. You know what I'm saying? You're not Sung Jin Woo. So you're not Freerin. Get to the back.
It's gonna be that arc of Sakamoto Days.
Nah, that's a fact. I also have anime hot take videos. I think it's not that they're necessarily bad, but I think we've surpassed the need.
Have we reached peak hot take? Like, what more hot takes can you have?
Critical mass, because none of these things are very good. What's your anime hot take? Free Rid is actually not that great, or My Hero Academia sucks. Like, one of those. Like, we're past the point of no return on this. Like, please, just stop. Just stop in general. So anime hot take videos, I'm kind of like, you don't have to take it away.
It's like to a point now where it's like the hot takes feel so forced. And it's just like, how many times can we hear the same thing over and over again? If you want, One Piece really ain't really that, or Dragon Ball, or Goku can, or it's just like, all right, come on, heard this 1,000 times.
Absolutely.
And it's like always the one person on there that's like way overly passionate about something where I'm just like, you're forcing this. You don't believe that for real.
Nah, that's a fact.
Because you're gonna go home and watch that exact anime and enjoy it.
Video game adaptations. Who put that?
I put that on. And so I don't want to say it's the worst.
Sure.
But it was something that I feel that we were teetering on.
Right. You're like, let's stop it before we get out of control type vibe.
Not like that. But I think that, okay, so like the Devil May Cry and Splinter Cell came out this year. Devil May Cry, some people said it was good. I think people were really big fans of the game. Some of them felt like, yo, I don't really like this. I heard nothing about the Splinter Cell anime.
It's funny because they're if you're talking, well, Castlevania is like the biggest one.
Yeah, Castlevania. I mean, that was amazing. But I think those are the two biggest ones from this year where I just felt there was very much. I've seen mixed reviews. We had mixed reviews on it. Even shout out to our fourth member Jay, who was just like, "Hey, DMC was some ass."
Yeah. If Jay says it's ass, I'm gonna roll with him, low key.
Yeah, you know, like so it's like it was one of those things where I'm like, it was more. I put it on the worst because I'm like, is it really worth a discussion of saying where are we actually gonna put it? Is it okay? Is it not on the best? Is it not on the worst? I think like,
right.
I think
Okay.
it's not fully definitive. But I think the fact that there isn't a full stamp on of like, no, this is one of the best of this year, it leans towards more, okay, maybe it's one of the worst of this year.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, was that based on a video game?
Yes.
Okay, so that was pretty notable last year. So I think that's probably the standard, I would assume. I mean, I thought it was okay, but everyone said it was amazing. Some shit just looks like webtoons to me. My last is controversial. It's not really even a worst, but it's teetering on like I'm not really banging with this right now. And that's Gachiakuta. And I know everyone loves it, so this is an incredibly hot take. I know everyone loves Gachiakuta. Everyone within the sound of my voice is like, "Oh my god, it's so amazing! Oh my god, it's so great." I'm not bought in yet. I think the story, and especially the focus of the story, kind of fall flat. I think it's heavily leaning on aesthetics more than the actual bringing stuff to the table and lessons and motifs and themes and stuff like that. It's also very concerning. So much of this urban inspiration for it. Well, urban characters are not really the main characters of this show. They're featured, but they're not the main. I'm not saying it's totally like, what would you call it?
I get what you're saying. I think this ties into a bigger thing where we're talking about solo leveling of like, have we reached peak aesthetic? Have we auraed ourselves so much where it's like we're getting to a point of as long as it's aesthetically pleasing and as long as it is cool to the eye and the character, you're able to be like, man, this is so tight and this is so this and this is so like, this will look cool as a Tumblr post. Have we reached that point where it's like, all right, now we're losing the plot of like the story has to matter too.
I dislike or didn't care for so many episodes of this, especially in that after the 12 episode mark. No offense to certain people who have done the show before multiple times. The rapping scene is probably one of my worst. I hate it so much. The villain is rapping while he's fighting. I think a lot of these characters with like dreads and things, or sorry, locks, and so many different things it don't sit right with me. And probably one of the thing that tipped me off the most, and we talked about this before, what tipped me off the most of why I don't like it, which made sense so much, was when you told me one of the assistant editors from Fire Force manned this series. And I said, it makes complete sense now why I don't like this. Because I don't like Fire Force for a lot of the same reasons. I think its story is completely underwhelming and the plot is just not engaging. The plot is so surface level The plot is so like, oh my god, is there a mystery to this broody young kid who lost his family and blah 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 blah? But he has gloves, and these gloves, the logo on these gloves match the logo of them boots, and the logo on them boots match the logo on his is like, come on, bro. I don't care about this damn. Oh my god, what's the? I'm trying to
Main
figure out the
character.
brand. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't care about I don't care
Oh,
about it,
yeah.
and uh these I just don't care about it. Yeah, I really don't. Like it's just
it's mad
nasty.
long too. It's long as hell.
Yeah, it's just I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm trying to pick up what's that clothing line that Timothy Chalamet always wears?
Oh, the one with the Chrome
With
Hearts.
the Chrome Hearts. That's what the show remind me of. Some like Chrome Heart fucking weak.
Meelz being an
Just
anti Chrome Heart is
I'm
that's
not anti Chrome Heart, but this is what this reminds me of. It don't even I don't even know really like
is being anti Chrome Heart being anti YN. We got to get deeper into. Or is
I'm
Gachiakuta
not
the
anti
YN anime?
I don't think I'm anti Chrome Heart. I just think it borrows like the sensibilities of like
It is
this
the new
logo.
YN.
Yeah, this logo that's supposed to mean something, but what does it really mean? Like,
Yeah,
and Gachiakuta is like, get to the let's pick it up and get to the actual movement of this plot.
yeah.
So I haven't seen anything that I actually liked. It's super long. I've watched the last 21 episodes. I don't give a flying fuck about the current arc that it's in, to be honest with you. I think they lost the plot a number of episodes ago. Mirror's like, let's get to the spear. Oh no, but let's have these fly ass fights first. With all these people who are using various weapons. Like there's a kid with a damn pacifier. Like there's using umbrella and old keyboard trays or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, bro. Like I'm not into Gachiakuta. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? Let's
80,
take it a
what are your
deeper.
thoughts?
Let's take it a
I want to
deeper
know
level.
80's thoughts. 80 stared at me like, I hear you.
But you're lying.
I'm not.
He's
I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm not.
You don't have to agree with me.
I just think that if you're not feeling it, because there are a lot of anime that we just watch and it's just like, yeah, no, I don't see the appeal to it. And this just happens to be one of those ones. For me, it's just, I don't know. I'm just vibing with whatever happens. It's not so off-putting that I don't enjoy it.
Sure.
But like, I understand what you're saying. But like, it's just like, okay, I got to take it for what it is.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just taking it for what it is. That's all it is. Like,
okay.
I'm not pressed about anything that happens elsewhere. It's like, there have been a lot of anime that I've seen, definitely this year, where I'm just like, all right, this is.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out of it.
I think we covered the manga for Big Eyes. I think the manga is better than the anime.
Yeah. The art is really good in it. But like,
yeah.
But nah, shoot, like I said, I'll put my kufi on a little tighter. Hey, why the anime with all the urban characters gotta be about trash, man? Why we gotta be in the garbage world?
But the crazy thing is, it's not like
you tell you what. I don't know, bro.
It's urban, but it's not really urban.
Is urban full of garbage? Is this how they view inner city? It's
literally just about one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's all it is.
Hey,
like,
listen, bro.
What you think is trash? I'm going to take care of my stuff. I'm gonna wear it till the wheels fall off. You feel me? Like,
I think it loses that scheme of what it is and trying to make flashy fly shit throughout it. I think it loses a lot of like one man's trash is another man's treasure type beat in determining what it is. But that's just my thoughts. Very long thoughts. I'm sure people will be like, you just think I have no idea what he's talking about. That's okay. I'm not here for that. Best and worst of manga. We got to go through this actually very, very quickly. which is unfortunate. Best of manga. Talk about One Piece, AD. Wait, first of all, spoiler alert for everybody. Just know we talking about manga stuff. So if you do not read manga, if you do not enjoy spoilers on your favorite anime or whatever it is, stop right here. The buck ends here, or skip forward, or something along those lines. But go off.
The God Valley incident flashback has happened this year in the world of One Piece.
What is that, AD?
It is the flashback where we finally get to see Roger, Goldie Roger, and Garp, the history's strongest Marine, face off against Zebek Rocks, or Rocks D. Zebek, who is always in the scene. They claim him as one of the biggest people behind the scenes in the One Piece world. He was on par with Rocks and Garp and everything like that. We got the reveal that is Blackbeard's father. We finally get to see him.
Okay. Still got more fathers in this show. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bad guy.
One Piece is the most father friendly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody got
father.
a dad. Everybody got a dad.
But like, their dad is not around. You know what I'm saying? But their dad exists.
I mean, they got fatherly figures though.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what made the incident so fantastic and pivotal to One Piece?
There's just a lot of connecting thread lines. So in the arc that we're in right now is the Elbaf arc, and there has been a big thing going on in the background where the world government and a lot of the top agents known as God Knights have invaded the land, and they're about to start kidnapping kids or whatever like that. So we start this flashback with this ancient giant named Harold, who was supposed to be a part of Rox's crew. They were really good friends. He's the king of Elbaf, but he's worried about his kingdom more than actually joining Rox on his way to find this treasure and navigate the world or whatever like that. So this entire flashback is about the world government picking this place called God Valley to have their annual hunt. Think about Goldie Pond from the Promised Neverland, the arc that we never got to see.
Right.
A whole bunch of like nobles just going out here and hunting children, finding devil fruits, all of this stuff on this one island. They get points as for like whoever they find, whatever they find, anything that you find on this island, you get to keep. This is where we get to see Kuma as a kid. This is where we get to see like Shaki, who is one of the Amazon princesses and queens who leads Amazon Lily, who ends up going all the way down to Boa. How she ends up relating to Rayleigh, who was Roger's right-hand man, a whole bunch of like plot lines and threads connecting with past characters and how they are involved in this big incident that culminates in this island actually getting destroyed. We find out that Rox didn't necessarily want to fight against Roger and Garp, but he was possessed by Emu, who is supposed to be the ruler of the world in a sense, but we have no idea what they are. We have no idea like what type of entity they are whatsoever. They just have this power that allows them to possess people. So it's just been a crazy thing to see like all of these things come together. This big incident that was hinted at way back in Wano several years ago, like 2019, just actually come to fruition right now, and like see all of these characters in this spotlight. Roger, who's supposed to be one of the strongest characters, actually be a goofball, you know what I'm saying? But like when it comes time to fight, we really see him fight. We get to see Dragon, Luffy's dad, how he came up as a Marine, and seeing him and his relationship with Garp. He sees everything that's going on in God Valley, and he's like, bro, the world government is fucked up. I'm leaving. I'm becoming a Black Panther. This shit is ass. He's actually locked up, but Garp allows him to break free because that's his son. And so now he's starting the Revolutionary Army. So we see his origins. It's a whole bunch of stuff that happens this year.
They love a good flashback in One Piece.
It's a fantastic.
And y'all love a good flashback for them. You're like, oh wait, a flashback. Wait,
everything gets explained.
Learn more about things that weren't previously explained for any particular reason. I love it. That's part of One Piece. That's part of the journey of One Piece. Find out stuff that you ain't know before because they told you it all after the fact.
It's just about we follow Luffy's journey, dog. And like this is why things the way they are now. That's all it is.
Absolutely. Shinobi Undercover.
That was something that I've been reading recently over the last few days. It's one of the newest series that came out in Jump.
What makes
It's
it awesome?
it's very different. I didn't know what to expect from it. It's about a group of undercover shinobi who
Mhm.
are on detail for this high school girl. They pretend to be her classmate, but they're really supposed to be protecting her. And they're all coming from like different backgrounds. The main character is socially awkward. I think he may or may not be a part of the autism spectrum, but I think that's
Mm.
one of the things about it where it's like you see him kind of uh understand and try to become a better person through this trial of protecting her, but he doesn't know how to approach her. One of his details is like, you got to become her friend. Oh, actually, you got to become her lover. Actually, like these things are like piling up on top of each other, and he doesn't know how to multitask. So he tries to like learn how to visualize multitasking. One of the things that happened recently in chapters was like him just putting things to the side, and you can see the visual aspect of him like trying to put things to the side until things he puts to the side become overwhelming and he really can't function anymore. And so it's like, how do you navigate around that?
Okay.
It's a really thought-provoking series about a main character who doesn't really know how to handle things like that well, but just trying to see him navigate that is it make the main character is really like I want to say you can get invested in. And one of the things like with series that I personally enjoy is like getting invested in the main character and like their journey. And I
Yeah,
think he's one of the ones where like he can do that for me.
absolutely. LJ, Big Bachi. What's going on in the
Oh,
in
Big
the
Bachi,
world?
man.
Kagura
You know
Bachi.
what?
I
It
caught up.
has
It's a little bit better, but it's not great. Still, man, it's better.
I still think though that right now Kagura Bachi is one of the biggest highlights on Shonen Jump. It
Mhm.
is continue to feel
I
like
need an
it's a
anime.
an anime needs to come soon. Everything's getting greenlit, so just know it's coming soon.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I need an anime more so just to like have a real strong framework of the characters in my own head because sometimes the characters come better to life for on anime than just through panels and stuff because it's a lot of
well, I
Kagurabachi
still think,
introduces a lot of people.
but I think it's on par in terms of Sakamoto Days, and in terms of they do give the characters a lot of life.
Yeah,
It feels very like the movement, it feels very alive still reading. I think it's still going very strong. I still think that it has become a cornerstone of Shonen Jump, which I think they're still kind of filling out where the other, they've lost some big names, and this has been something that has been really strong, consistent for them.
absolutely.
Something that came in with a lot of hype. Uh and has continued to be consistent where it's at. Is it the greatest thing I've ever read in my entire life? No. But is it something that I feel that is going to continue to be strong throughout? Yes. Um, but no, it's just had another strong year. Like I said, another cornerstone, another like really consistent manga that Shonen Jump really needs right now. Something
Absolutely.
new or something fresh.
Okay. Gonna run through these ones very, very quickly. We already talked about it a number of months ago, but Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, again, just a surprise, just for even Jujutsu Kaisen back as soon as it is and really continuing the story. They're at a interesting point right now. We have the return of Maharaga in the story. The one, the GOAT, the awesome. He has been drawn with purpose now. He's getting full panels, full pages, all types of other stuff, but he is going against quite possibly the biggest threat to Maharaga that has ever Maharaged in history. So we have that to look forward to. But the characters, I mean, just letting off of the story, I think this is going to be a great little one season, you know, anime when it eventually drops in the future, or maybe 1 season, 2 seasons, depending on how they want to split 24 episodes or not. But I think Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo is one of the great highlights of the year and a great surprise of the year. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is forever. What's really going on here? What am I reading? And one thing consistent, as we talked about it, the last 3 years we've done this, we've had the same reaction to this damn manga every year. This man is a sicko, and he is a sicko in various different ways. But I do feel that we're reaching the end of what Chainsaw Man actually is in this part 2, because we reach this point, especially in the latest chapter, of Denji kind of building his own autonomy as an actual person. And I think that's a beautiful thing to see. As he's before kind of settled for being used as an object, kind of was okay with being used as an object, didn't have a lot of value within himself. During this fight with the War Devil, the biggest fight in the series thus far, he's really beginning to find that. We've seen the evolution of now Chainsaw Man, especially in this latest chapter. The surprise of the Death Devil not being, it's like, oh, actually, that's a Death Devil. I was like, oh shit, okay. Again, Fujimoto he's the only person who can pull that off, of like this misnomer that comes out of nowhere, and people are okay with it because it's like, well, this story is already crazy and sick enough. Like, this is actually like maybe like the 16th sickest thing that he's done in the show, of like sending us off trail with like, actually, she's not the Death Devil. I'm the Death Devil. You know what I'm saying? And finding out all after. So I don't know if anyone has any thoughts about Chainsaw Man before we move on, but
it's Chainsaw Man. Like, I think you just wrapped it up every year. I mean, he's consistent with it. I think it speaks to his level of writing, though, where Fujimoto can pull off things that I don't think other mangaka can pull off, for the simple fact that how he writes his stories and builds his worlds and builds scenes and builds connections and characters, where he can pull off certain stunts where you're like, in any other instance, this would not fucking work. This would suck, or this would fall flat, or this would just confuse the hell out of me. And, you know, that just speaks to him as a writer and a storyteller, where you're like, okay, he's already kind of built this, like I said, built this world to where it's like certain things he can pull out, and certain surprises and certain reveals he can pull out in certain ways where you're like, that makes sense. You know, in this context, in this way, it makes sense. It works.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think it's the same I think it's in the same way where we can talk about Oda and using flashbacks in One Piece. He's able to use flashbacks and has built a world where the flashback storytelling really works for the story, because that is the type of world and type of thing that he has built. If any other story did that, it would suck. It would be ass. Like if My Hero was trying to build a story surrounded by flashbacks, it would be like, okay, this is kind of getting, because it just doesn't have the world for that.
Right.
I mean, it's the same way of like, I think JJK a couple times has attempted the Fujimoto thing, where it's like, okay, you're gonna pull something out of nowhere that is this big reveal and big this, and it's just kind of this falls flat, or this doesn't really work.
We love consistency with our mangakas. Let's see. Hematen, brand new, fresh off the presses. Really fun story. If you like cleaning, it always inspires me to clean. I'll say that. It makes me actually want to clean more. It is a fun story, fun little love story. It's like Three's Company, but in like a manga with kids. Three's Company. So if you even know that reference, that is kind of like what it's like. But it's a really good. I implore everyone to put it in your rotation, because something about to drop out of the rotation when something ends pretty soon. So Hematen, I stumbled on it by surprise because I thought it was something else, and then I kept reading it, and it was like, all right, this is nice. I like it. Mangaka Disciples coming up. Real quick, AD. What are we talking about?
It's just the fact of like we're seeing a bunch of the mangaka that we know and love have their disciples come up in Shonen Jump and writing. This is primarily for Oda, who has 3 disciples out. Or one of them is Akane Banashi, something that we know and love in anime coming next year. There's also Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi and Ruri Dragon. Those are up and coming series in Shonen Jump right now that are getting a lot of attention or grabbing a lot of attention. With Fujimoto, of course, you got Spy Family, Dandadan. There's a new one out called Centuria about slavery that's out right now.
Right.
That's pretty good and going up right now. Yeah, I know.
Hell's Paradise, all types of. It's everyone's doing their thing. So shout out to the next crop of manga that are coming up. You had Viz opening up the vault and old serializations coming in English.
Yeah. This year there's a lot of announcements of things that were not serialized before. Coming out physical form. Billy Bats is probably my biggest highlight of that's coming out in English. Trying to think. I think
Kingdom is a big one.
Kingdom coming to Shonen Jump, huge. I think Aoashi got announced this year for coming out an English version of it. So I think this year is just a lot of announcements of things that we have been waiting on. Vaults being opened up, older things that are now more easily available and accessible. Yeah, I think that was a big win for manga readers this year, especially for the physical stuff. A lot of collections are coming out, a lot of box sets, a lot of omnibuses. So that will be really fun. Super excited for that.
Has anyone checked out Crunchyroll's manga joint?
Ooh, no.
No, we might have to test that out before the end of the year. I'm not sure if we could do it on the account, but might have to test that out and see how it is before we get into it. And real quickly, the worst. We didn't have that much worse. They probably could have been more worse, but we like to keep things positive on this show. News Exorcist, and I pronounced that correctly.
New Way,
of course it is.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
It is the biggest piece of dog shit that I've ever read.
I love it. I love when AD gets in his biggest piece of dog shit talk.
I'm sorry, bro. I've read 90 chapters. If you look at my Shonen Jump rap for this year, it's number 2 on the list. It is the worst thing that I've read. It is
damn, man. Why you keep eating the dog shit, AD?
I wanted to see what the hype was about, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was it's 90 chapters. It was 90 chapters. Obviously, when we talk about stuff on Big Eyes and things getting axed that we feel like it shouldn't have got axed or whatever like that. It's all right, bro. Enough is enough.
I mean, listen, 90s chapters is damn near 2 years of running. That's damn near 2 years of serialization. So,
this is also me saying 90 chapters before I said, all right, enough is enough.
Yeah, because it's still running.
Right.
Yes, it's still running.
Oh shit.
So that's why I'm like,
the biggest piece of dog. It's getting the dog do of the year from AD. We'll put a big dog do bag on it this year.
I didn't even tell you what it was about, but I just know it.
It's doo-doo, it's trash. I might see it. Martial King for me is one of the worst manga of the year. Great designs, just not. I'm just like, what am I reading? No offense. I get where you're going with it. I like how you approached it, but it's a no for me, dog. I got my Randy Jackson with it. It's a no for me, dog. I try to keep up with it for maybe 20 weeks and just decided I don't care about nobody else in this show but the main character, and he not even that great. Maybe I'll pick it up and see how it's been going, but Martial King could go kick rocks. And then I have for the worst, the final bit of the worst, Kaiju number 8's ending. It was long. It was dragged out. The final arc lasted 2 years and serialization every week in Weekly Shonen Jump. And then it just ends with them beating him. And then he's like, oh, we replaced your heart, but you still have all the powers. And you're still gonna, we're still gonna stop kaijus and stuff like that. It didn't even end kaijus. Kaiju's still out there, and he's still kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
What happened?
I think that, like you said, it drug, and then
It
it was just
drugged.
like
It did drug. It did
There's
drug.
enough
it
there for us.
dragged and drugged, man. It dragged and drugged, and it did all the things, and and it finally just died, and you're kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if it's a thing of they're trying to set something up, a sequel or something. We're gonna be back. I don't know. I would not be surprised.
If it comes
I
back, it
agree.
comes back. I'm not against it, but the way it ended,
I
I
mean,
was
I'm
just
saying though,
like,
it just how the ending ended. It felt like they didn't know how to end it or how they
Yeah.
wanted to end it, and then it just got to a point where the editors are like, "Yo, you need to end this, like, please."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, we'll just end it."
What were you saying, AD?
Oh no, I was like, it's set up for sequel bait. Like, it's enough there for, like, we said it would be 3 seasons, maybe 4 at most. So it's not going to overstay its welcome for an anime version. But then after that, it's like, where we get into it? Because it's like, job's not finished. There's still kaiju out there. Things that
Job
we
not
need to
finished.
resolve.
Guess what? It needed to be finished. As long as that last arc went, wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate Kaiju number 8. I don't want to say that I hate Kaiju number 8 because I put the anime in the best, right? Like, it was one of the best productions of the year. It's just that ending just didn't stick the landing. We all can't be My Hero Academia season 8s. I'm just sorry. It's not a world where it's feasible for that to happen so often. I hope next year we're not talking about how JK Modulo has had a shitty ending, because to be honest with you, I could see it coming. But they pushed the girl out of the plane in a wheelchair. She has brain cancer. I mean, there's the worst things about, granted, I still think it's generally great, but there's bad things about it when the second main character is going to die from brain cancer. They do the time skip to just get the cancer over with. She's in the wheelchair. She can barely see. And they say, hey, you got to go fight the strongest motherfucker in the series, both series, with your cancer. They push her out the plane in the wheelchair, and she summons Maharaga. Should Maharaga speed up the brain cancer process? I feel like it should, from based on the resources used, to be honest with you. This latest chapter, maybe
Maharaga might just cook her.
Is Maharaga, man.
Just Maharaga.
Just Maharaga, baby. That's the next spinoff. That needs to be. It just needs to be, what does Maharaga do when he's not summoned?
All right. Yeah. There you go.
What does he do in his realm?
Come on now. But this is our best and worst of anime manga for 2025. I want to thank you guys for tuning in every week for the last 10 weeks of us recapping manga, recapping anime, going through this entire thing, talking about everything from 2025 and being able to capture this in this one pod right here. Unless something happens at Jump Festa, we will not be back until next year. You will know what we're covering next year. We have a general idea of what we're doing next year, but we have a lot of special projects on the way. So thank you guys for supporting us always. If you want to continue to support us, follow us at the Lookout RNC Instagram, or Lookout on RNC Radio, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And thank you guys. It's been a great year. I look forward to binging a bunch of stuff that I hadn't binged. I'm gonna check out Apothecary.
This is like the filter fish cutscene.
Apothecary, whatever. I'm gonna check it out. But at the top of the year, we got so much coming out in terms of My Hero Academia, Vigilantes, Frieren, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Hell's Paradise, Fire Force, if you're into that bullshit. Go ahead. They dropped the trailer.
Dropped the trailer for Ace of Diamond today. While we're recording.
Ace of Diamond. So we got a lot of stuff coming next year. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about next year. Thank you guys for supporting. And we will see you guys when we see you guys. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Thanks. Take care.